Alright, hello everyone and welcome back to my Fallout 4 Mod Spotlight series, where today we are having a look at the Tula Arms TOZ-194 Shotgun mod, which is being made by user Subleader100. And what this glorious little piece of work looks to add into the game is, well, like the name does say, the TOZ-194 Shotgun. And oh my, have I been really enjoying my time with this gun, as I mean, come on, who doesn't want a new pump-action shotgun being added into the Commonwealth? So let's jump on over here and have a look at what we do get with the TOZ-194, which in its most standard configuration will deal 60 damage with a shotgun shell, with a firing rate of 4, range of 107, accuracy of 61 for a weight of 10.3. And as you can see here, this thing is pretty beautifully made. Very nice on the texturing and the modeling for this, and the texturing can get better. I went with the base download of 2K textures, but there is also a 4K texture version if you would like something even more beautiful. But yeah, just all in all, it's a very well-made gun with some fun stats and a whole load of different modifications, including some additional textures so that you can paint this thing up to fit more of your personal aesthetic, which is always quite nice. Now, as for how you do get your hands on one of these lovely shotguns, well, it's pretty simple. It is added into the leveled loot list, and you'll start seeing it on enemies starting at level 15. So, pretty easy to get your hands on. You just gotta kill someone who already has it. Good times. Now, we do gotta mention some prerequisites, though, here, as this does require 2 different mods to function correctly. They aren't exactly 100% required, but it's a good idea to have them, and that's the Bullet Counted Reloaded mod and See-Through Scopes. Though even with those installed, there are a few minor issues with the mod still. The main bug I've encountered so far is when the gun is in the world, like on the ground, or say on a display rack like this, some of the scopes kind of, float above it. When it's actually in your hands, it's not an issue. The scope is in the right spot, but it's just a weird display thing for models that are out in the world. A little weird, but oh well, what are you gonna do? Now let's actually just go ahead and grab these real quick and head on over to the weapon workbench so we can take a look at all the different modifications. And I'm actually going to go ahead and select this one because it does have, as you can see on the front of the gun, some rails on the left and right hand sides, and well, there's that fun bug where sometimes if you don't have that weapon in your hand, it doesn't actually show the actual modification categories. Let's double check they're here. Hey, yes, they are. Excellent. So let's start with the receiver category, and it's a pretty typical one here with the list starting from standard and going up to calibrated and advanced. Very nice. Now the barrel, we've only got 2, either the standard or a long barrel to really help with your range. Always good to have that. We then have sights, which, oh, is wonderful. With the See-Through Scopes mod, you just got loads of fun scopes in here. I'm not even going to go through all of them, but you got everything from, you know, just the standard iron sights to a variety of multiple different reflex scopes, even things like hunting scopes, and everything in between. It's a pretty full list. Now then, in the muzzle category, we've either got nothing, a muzzle brake, or a gigantic suppressor, which, I mean, makes sense. It's a shotgun. You're gonna need a big suppressor for that. Good times. Now I'm gonna skip over the rails real quick, as we'll come back to those in a second, and go to the magazine category, where we either have the standard 6-round or the extended 8-round tube. Now then, after the magazines, we've got my favorite category, ammunition, where you can have the standard buckshot, a glorious dragon breath ammunition selection here, because I mean, come on, who doesn't want to do not only a ton of normal damage, but also fire damage? We then also have flèche rounds as well as slugs, which are the highest just pure damage ones here. And also, of course, some better range. Perfect for going with those, say, hunting sights that this does offer you. Now, then after the ammunition, we have a rail category, a lower rail, and this is mostly aesthetic. It does help improve the recoil control, but it doesn't change any of the major stats over here, and it is just literally a massive list of different, aesthetically different foregrips for you to use, which is pretty cool. You got a lot of nice options here, so whatever style you're wanting to go with. Now, then after that, we have the rail attachment, and this is the one that can sometimes be a little buggy, as by default, there is no rail up on the front of the gun here, but you can choose to attach a rail, which, when you do so, will then unlock the right and left rail category. Now, no matter which one you choose, they're going to have the same options in here of either nothing, a flashlight, or a green laser. Sadly, we don't seem to have any other options besides just green laser, but hey, still nice to have a laser pointer on your shotgun. Fun times. Now, then after that, we do have the damage modifier category, which goes anywhere from negative 100% if you're wanting to make life more difficult, all the way up to a damage modifier of 100% for you to, well, make life easier. And sadly, no requirements, and that's always my complaint with damage modifiers. At least give it a requirement so it doesn't feel quite so cheaty, but still, it's there for you to use. And finally, we have the material category, where we have a black texture, blue, desert, red, rusty, the standard, urban, winter, wood, and then wood alternative. So just a lot of nice decorative things in here just for you to change up the aesthetic. Always nice to see. And all in all, you can take this gun from, say, the standard 60 damage in just this normal old TOZ-194, and you can up it to, say, this one using slugs to a solid 177 damage, or going with the Dragon's Breath, 165 plus 26 fire. And that... oh yeah, that's good. That's a lot of fun right there. Now let's actually pop on out and take some shots with this thing and see how it goes. Let's go back to the standard gun. Let me make sure I'm not still in God mode from testing. There we go. Excellent. God mode disabled. I knew I would forget that earlier. All right, so there we go, and let's take some shots. Alright, and there you go, a very slow-firing gun. I mean, it's definitely not going to win any speed shooting competitions here, but, you know, a nice, good, solid shotgun reload animation, good sound effects to it, and the iron sights for this thing are pretty useful. I don't have the complaint I have with a lot of other weapon mods out there where it kind of gets lost. It does seem to serve its purpose pretty well. Now, let's go and grab, yeah, the compensated one. Oh, good times, good times. Got ourselves a nice little, hollow sight there. Very good, very nice and quick on sight there, and fire. And there we go. Now, this one is a little bit quicker with a 5 firing rate rather than the usual 4 firing rate. So it is a little bit faster, but, you know, not too dissimilar there. But what's best about this one, of course, is those amazing Dragon Breath rounds. Oh, I love those so much. I always love when a gun mod adds those in. It's just entertaining to me. And finally, the Recon one with the gigantic suppressor and a nice hunting scope on there. So let's fire. And there we go. Now, between these slugs and the suppressor and a good scope, which I'm also now realizing is not the hunting scope, I don't remember which one that is, but this turns it into a pretty decent mid-range sniper rifle, which is actually pretty cool. A little weird that it doesn't have the a buttstock to it, but you know what, still, it's a fun little close-range sniping gun, which is just entertaining. And who doesn't like to stealth around the enemy with a freaking shotgun? That's just good times. Let's get back to the compensated one because, well, I love the Dragon's Breath rounds and that 5 fire rate. And let's get ourselves a Death Claw as per usual, and let's take him down. Oh boy, I gotta run. There we go. Okay, yep, up the stairs as usual. Oh, I missed him. Of course I missed him. Hitting good. He's on fire. God, I love Dragon's Breath rounds. They're just so much fun in any game they're added into. All right, come back, please, Deathclaw. I just need to shoot you a little bit more, like maybe 2 rounds, perhaps? Hold on. There we go. And boom, he's down. Excellent. And with that bullet counted reloaded, we only put in as many rounds as we have left to put in. So good times. Let's actually go back to the recon one here real quick. Pop back in, and oh, he's right there where I was trying to run. And come back up here to cheese him a bit, and there we go. This one does have the scope has the recon function, and with that nice scope, oh yeah, we taking him down a lot more quickly with some nice, more accurate shots. Perfect. But yeah, that is the TOZ-194 Shotgun mod. It is just a wonderful new pump-action shotgun for you to enjoy with a lot of great modifications for you to, you know, really make this gun your own, from aesthetic things to more useful things, and of course, the amazingness of Dragon's Breath rounds. So if you'd like to take a look at this gun for yourself, which I'd certainly recommend you go and do, you can have a look at the link in the description, as per usual. But that, my friends, is going to be it for this one today. Hopefully you all have enjoyed, and you do come back for the next. But until that time, thank you for watching, and as always, have a good one.